All right, kids, should we do the actual math on Klarna valuation and then basically do the apples to apples comparison with M-Kopa? The result may shock you. Let me give you a spoiler alert. It's not $26, okay? For companies like M-Kopa and Klarna, they tend to be valued by the market based on a revenue multiple. And it looks like the same company, just like M-Kopa today is like Klarna was like 5 years ago. And it's trending to surpass $500 million in annual revenue this year. So you've got revenue per share of $110.95. So for every one share of M-Kopa that's outstanding, there's $110, $111 of revenue this year based on their estimates and what they're publishing. Here's the current price. This is literally the price right now on the stock exchange of Klarna. It's $43.43, $43.03. People are willing to pay 5.8 times the revenue for a share of Klarna. This is a fintech valuation, 5.8 times revenue. In fact, I mean, at the end of 2021, this would have been closer to 12 or even higher. But these days, that's a good fintech, growing fintech multiple, and Klarna is kind of following the same growth trajectory as M-Kopa, which I'll demonstrate in later videos. So we basically back that out, and we say at a 5.8 multiple, this values M-Kopa's shares at 110 revenue per share times 5.8. $643.50 per share. So you might notice that's a bit different from $26, yeah? Instead of $640, maybe it's like $550, so it's like a 15% discount. And maybe it backs into like a 5x multiple, which, as it happens, is a multiple that Watu Credit, which is in the exact same business of phone finance and other goods finance in Africa, raised money at a 5x revenue multiple. I mean, they are not off by a little bit. Like I said, they're off by a factor of 20. Houlihan Lokey is the firm that did it. Here's the problem. It's complete bullshit. They also did go to some comparables, and they used crazy stuff like an Egyptian appliance manufacturer that basically is part owned by the Egyptian army, and so it trades at some really low multiple because obviously an army-run refrigerator manufacturer is not a fintech, not an exciting buy now pay later fintech. So it's 1x multiple. So they're using these kind of crazy comparables out of Africa, but not in any sort of thing. And then they're ignoring comparables like Klarna, which is the most comparable of all the comparables. Anyway, I hope this helps. There's gonna be more on Klarna.